Hi Simon, thanks for having me over. Are you excited about moving to San Diego? Would it be okay if I gave myself a quick tour? If it's okay, let's use the kitchen table so we can lay everything out. Let's talk about getting you to San Diego. Now, the first thing I like to do is to review your situation and what's important to you about making this move. Is that okay? Fantastic. Now, I have three bottom line questions for you. Are you ready? Number one, are you definitely ready to sell your property? Okay, fantastic. Number two, will you price it where it will sell, or are you okay if it just sits on the market? Okay, great. And three, and most important, Simon, do you want me to get it sold for you? Terrific. Simon, the purpose of our meeting today is twofold. Number one is for me to provide you with some very important information about what it's going to take to get your home sold for top dollar so you can get to San Diego by the end of November, right? And number two is for us to decide today if the right thing for you is to partner with me in the sale of your home. Does that sound fair enough? Great. And whether you decide to hire me or not, I hope it will become clear to you through our meeting that my commitment is to help you get what you want. If I can help you, I'll let you know today because I'm not here just to get a listing. I'm here to help you get to San Diego because that's what you want, right? Great. Then we're on the same page. Now, there's really one key item for us to address today, and that is to determine the right price to set on your home that will cause it to sell, right? Because obviously you don't want to put it on the market to have it not sell, correct? Here's what I'll do. As soon as you decide to hire me, I'm going to do everything it takes to my action plan to get your home exposed to all the qualified buyers in the market because that's the kind of exposure you want, right? Fantastic. So the key today is for us to establish the right price that will make those qualified buyers excited about your house when they see it. Does that make sense? In preparing for our meeting, I did a thorough market study of your home, also called a comparative market analysis. Are you familiar with this? There are three main parts of the market study. First are active listings. These are your competition, right? I call this dreamland because that's what people want to get for their house, but we don't know for how much they're actually going to sell for, right? Second are expired listings. Do you know what these are? That's right, homes that didn't sell at all. They wanted to sell, but something went wrong. I call this never Neverland. Can you see why? Because you never want to be here. And then last are the sold houses. This is reality because it tells us what homes are actually going for or selling for in this market. Are you with me? So this is where we want to focus today because obviously to get you to San Diego by the end of November. In which of these three categories do we want your house to end up? Sold, of course. So the purpose of the market analysis is to determine the value of your home. First, as buyers will look at it, and then second, as an appraiser will look at it. Of course, you understand how important that is, right? So first, the appraisal, because that's who the lender will hire to determine the value of your home based on what comparable homes are actually selling for in this market, which is what buyers are paying now. Does that make sense? Great. And then second, to make sure we price your home in a way that will make it attractive to buyers. Because is a buyer only going to look at your home or are they going to shop around and compare your home with others? Obviously. So as they looking at houses, what do you think they're comparing? Exactly, they're comparing the features such as quality, condition, location, and they're comparing price, right? So are you ready to take a look? Okay, great. So this home is very comparable to yours. Notice how many bedrooms, how many baths, how big is the garage, what year was it built, how many square feet. Have you seen this home? So your house has more value than this one because this property is a little bit nicer than yours because this property is very comparable to yours because. Does that make sense? What is their price? Notice how long on the market? How's that going to work to get you to San Diego by the end of November? So based on what the market is telling us, what price do you think will get buyers excited about choosing your home over our competition? So after looking at your house and reviewing what the market is telling us, I'm suggesting we list your home at $3,400,000. And you can see why that's the right price, correct? Because that will get you the best price for your home in this market in the best time. So you can get to San Diego by the end of November. Won't that be exciting? So do you have any questions about anything we covered so far? Are you ready for the next step? So the net sheet gives you all the costs associated with selling your home and how much you're actually going to walk away with after the sale of your house. That is something you would like to know, correct? Great. So here are all the standard closing fees and expenses for sellers. Any questions on that? So based on a realistic sales price of $3,400,000 and a closing date of November 30th, here are the estimated total net proceeds to you at closing. Simon, is that a number you can live with? Oh, I understand. It's less that you were expecting. Is that a number you could live with if you had to? Okay, terrific. So we'll get it on the market at $3,400,000, which we agreed is the right price, correct? Awesome. Well, I am ready for you to put me to work. Are you ready for the next step? Can I lay out for you what's going to happen next? Here are the highlights. First, we want to make sure the house shows at its best, right? Second, I'll be preparing the marketing for your property and launch my pre-marketing campaign immediately because you did want us to get the most exposure to the market as fast as possible, correct? Okay, great. Next, we launch our exclusive 10-day marketing blitz. Sound exciting? Your property will be marketed to every potential buyer out there and promoted to every licensed realtor and their buyers through multiple listing service. Plus, I have it syndicated to over 5,200 real estate websites, including most popular ones that buyers go online. Of course, you understand how important that kind of internet exposure is for you, right? Okay, great. Because you do want me to give you the right exposure that will get the best buyers in here, right? Great, because that's exactly what you're gonna get with me. And with that exposure, assuming the market responds as we expect, we'll be getting lots of buyer traffic. And then I'll be following up with all of that, which will then give us the best offers. I'll be negotiating all offers to ultimately get your home sold for top dollar and get you to San Diego. Are you ready for that? So are you ready to start packing? Well, I don't mean it today, but soon. So any questions before you're ready to let me help you make this move happen and get you to San Diego? Okay, great. So I am gonna have you initial right here on this EMA and the net sheet, and then we'll take care of the rest of the paperwork, and I will get to work. Okay, congratulations. Woohoo!